This is the SBAC Assessment Schoology Setup. In this video, you will learn how to set up a testing folder within Schoology. This video is similar to the LAS Links Schoology video that was previously uploaded. Now, we begin by opening your LEOC email and then look for an email titled SBAC Assessment Schoology Setup. Then download the contents to your desktop and then leave this email available so that you could access it later. We will need the link that's inside of it. Now, first thing is double click on the instructions, and as the instructions open, we'll be following those throughout this video. So we have three parts: collecting your student testing tickets from email, creating the testing section within Schoology, and then verifying the setup. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to decompress our Schoology SSID files, and those are within the file that you just downloaded. Usually you double click on that, though different operating systems may do it differently. Make sure that you download it to your desktop so you won't lose it. And there we have inside one file for every student in your roster. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create our folder within Schoology. So go to your Schoology class, click on Add Materials, Add File, actually Add Folder, and this folder is going to be titled SBAC Assessments. And then create it. Okay, next we're going to put in our link. So find your email and do a right click on the link. This is the link right here. You don't want to drag or try to drag and click and select, because you'll end up missing some of the parts. You want to right click on it, copy the link, and then go back to your Schoology, add materials, add file, external link, add the link, and then just paste it right into the URL section. Let's go ahead and title this CAASPP let's try ELPAC login, and assign this with the option of displaying in a new window, and add. Okay, so now we're going to put in an individual SSID card. We're going to go now to Add Materials, Add File Link, File, Attach. Now, what you would do is you would take the first file within inside of the folder that you decompress. That'd be the first student, but I don't want to show their private information, so I've created this file here, and I'm going to open that one. After it finishes loading, you're going to change the name, because file 1 isn't very descriptive, so let's change the name by clicking on Edit, add a title, and then you're going to label it the student's name. Okay, so in this case I would open it up, see what the name is. You could just click and drag over the name and copy it, or you could just type it out if you wish. I'm just going to cut and paste though. And then, very important, you need to individually assign this. So click on the option to individually assign, and in the Assign To box, begin to type the name of your student. Find their name in the roster, click on it, make sure it's the correct name, and then assign it. Okay, now what you would do is you would continue to add each of the students in your class one at a time, using the same method of Add Materials and select the file, the next one, and then add it and label it, and then continue that until you've finished all of your roster. Okay, so this is assuming you've completed all of your adds, and again reminding you that each of the SSID files, you must individually assign those. Don't assign those so that the entire class can see them. That wouldn't be too good. Okay, so now that you've uploaded all of the files for your roster, it's time to clean things up a bit because they'll likely be scattered up and down on the screen, and we're going to want to put them all inside of the SBAC assessments folder. So just simply click on the settings button on the end of the entry, click move, and move it into the folder. And that's it. Do that for each entry. Move and put them into your folder. Okay, so once you've done that with all of the entries, it's time to place this folder where it would be easy to locate. I'm going to just click and drag it up to the very top. But that's up to you. Okay, it's time for verification. Now in verification, what we want to do is just basically make sure that everything works and that we didn't make any mistakes. So the way you do this is go into the course options section, view course as, and you'll have a whole list of all of your students. Just choose the first student, and now you're viewing it as that student. So open up the folder, and this is what the student should see. They should see, everybody actually should see the link, but depending on the student that you're viewing through right now, they should only see the SSID card that's assigned to them. They should not see anybody else's SSID card. So let's go ahead and test both of these. All right, real nice. The link opens up in its own tab, and it's ready for them to configure. And let's try the SSID card. And great, that opens up inside of Schoology. Now your student could either copy this down or they could download it. Probably since they're using an iPad, it would be easier for them to just copy this information down, SSID number and the official name that they'll be logging in with. Okay, almost done. But what we need to do is we need to check every student. So go to your next student, type their name in, select them on the list, and now you're viewing as that student. Open up the SBAC folder, and once again you should only see the SSID card for that student. I didn't attach or upload any SSID card for this student, so I don't see anything there. Everybody though should have the same link. And that pretty much is it. We go back to our course, and we are complete.